cute gifts if you're Eastering, or my mom's birthday's today, so it's on my brain. Okay, so Hope in a Tube. Join me, Marilyn Meyer, if you would, because 4 times your brand has won the Customer Choice Beauty Award for Best Eye Cream. And I think we're all aware that there are doctor brands in-house, there are other brands in-house. You guys keep winning, but the funny thing is, we have Hope in a Tube in our house. Now, Joe swears by this for an eye cream.
Thank you, Joe.
I swear by this for a lip firming cream.
Thank you, Sean.
So 1 tube does 2 people in our house.
Easily.
Because he uses it for one thing, I use it for the other. You're getting 2, and frankly, we encourage using it for both. Here's what's going on. Super size, limited event price. What's the deal? You would normally have to buy like 4, I'm guessing, 5, wait, 1, 2, 7. You would have to buy 7 of these tiny half-ounce guys to get the quantity that you're getting in this. That's a $258 worth of eye, and more compelling, if I could, lip cream.
That's right.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I have not. In fact, I've never, other than lip slip and lip exfoliator that we sold out of earlier, I had never heard of a cream that did both of these areas. Both very hard to treat because they're paper thin and expressive skin, and particularly one that from a brand like yours has won so many awards. So why this? What?
Well, this is super exciting. This is a product that's been in our brand since the beginning. Philosophy is a brand that was born in the medical marketplace. So even though we have these beautiful inspirational messages, we have these fun names like Hope in a Tube, this is a product that is all based in high science. It was built on doctors and chemists and a brain trust of people that are able to put these formulations together to give you results with products that feel good and that smell good and that give you results quickly. Hope in a Tube was created because the area, like you said, around the eye and around the lip are very similar. Think about it when we express ourselves. We show emotion in the eye area, we show emotion around the mouth. It's always on the move, especially if you're me or Sean. Usually it's the mouth that's always on the move. But it also goes unprotected. So therefore, you start to see those signs of aging quicker in those areas, and they require additional hydration and moisture.
And wait, firming. I mean, can we just talk about it?
That's
this is
the key.
A firming product. So that's why I swear by it around my mouth.
Yep.
Because that's where I think you start to really see a lot of aging other than the crow's feet, because you start to get those wrinkles and that weird crepiness around your lips.
Well, I mean, especially if you're a smoker, you drink through a straw, if you just like to kiss a lot, you know, those lips are always on the move and you could start to get those vertical lines. And then also those crow's feet that we get around the corners of our eyes when we express. See how I'm applying it, how I'm just kind of like massaging it on. We call this paving down the wrinkles. And yes, I used a lot of product just so I could show you what that looks like. You can see I created a bridge over these wrinkles, over these lines right here on my wrist. But when I move my wrist, it moves with me. That's what you're going to get when you use it around the eye area and also around the skin, around the mouth, so that when you do express, you get that moisture. It's triple firming. It also clings to that area so it's not going to move, and it also helps protect those areas at the same time.
It's a very dense cream, but it is oddly not greasy. I'm very tactile sensitive. I will just tell you, around the lips, around the mouth, it's exceptional. It's funny though, given how dense it is, that when you start to apply it, it almost turns in like to a water consistency. It's right there also is somewhere I use it between the brow, baby, between the brow. And I want to invite your calls if you know what I'm talking about, because Joe and I both love this product. And the event price, so just so we're clear, you're getting not 1 but 2 supersized tubes. You would have to buy 7 of the original size to get what we're bringing you in this offer, which I will call out is a $277 value for $89. Now, girl, because you pointed out that your packaging is cute and we get used to seeing things like gingerbread man gel.
Yes.
Can you dive into the science deeper? Because you guys have done studies and the results are pretty powerful.
You bet. So when we created Hope in a Tube, we created it because women out there were saying, you know what, my eyes are really sensitive. There's a lot of eye creams out there. I know it's important to use one because your regular moisturizer can't do the job that you need to have it work around that eye area. People were saying sometimes when I use an eye cream, cream, it's not moisturizing enough. It's too lightweight. It travels when I put it on. Sometimes it travels into my eye, or it just doesn't do the job I need to do it around there. We use iron oxides and plant extracts in here to really give that brightening effect around the eyes so that you look awake. So even on nights when maybe you've only had 4 hours of sleep because the little nugget kept you up all night long, you look like you've had those 8 hours of sleep. In a day to day where we're constantly working on our computer, if you have someone in your family, and maybe this is you, that is constantly walking around with your face in the cell phone, and you know what I mean, and or maybe you're starting to lose your eyesight. I'm in my 50s now, and boy, mine is like on the way out, and I'm always constantly squinting. You want to help repair that area around the eye and make those lines look less noticeable. It's really important to give it something that gives you the emolliency that you get from Hope in a Tube. That's why when you see it, it does look more dense than other eye creams.
It also is not stark white. There's almost like a little peachy or ivory color to it. I also just want to say,
more flesh tone.
So tell everybody, Mary Lynn, because I learned this trick from you, and now I swear by
glad
it.
You're listening.
No, seriously, I know I do most of the talking, but sometimes I do listen, and I actually learn great things when I do. I use this as a mask.
Yes.
Explain that.
Okay, so here's one of my favorite tips with this product. I have been on my high horse for as long as I can remember, since I started in beauty, about eye masks. I love the idea of putting something around the eye and just letting it sit. I had one in my hand in my makeup bag the whole time. It was called Hope in a Tube. Put it on a little bit more opaque. So just like you were seeing me put it on kind of heavy, like this, when you apply it, just kind of leave it on a little bit thicker and use it like an eye mask, just like that. Go to bed, and when you wake up the next morning, it's going to all be absorbed into the skin around the eye area and around the mouth. Anne was just telling me, she was talking with this product last night, and she said, I put a little bit too much. She goes, but boy, when I woke up, wow, did I look good. And it's kind of funny here at QVC, when we all come here, especially for these beauty days, and we see all of our friends, we always ask each other, oh, what product are you presenting? What are you using? And when I tell people that I'm using Hope in a Tube, many of them are saying, oh, I use that. I was talking to our makeup artist tonight. She said, oh, I just bought that. So it's in makeup artists' beauty bags. It's in all the other beauty gals' beauty bags. And that's why we give you two. So you get one for home, always keep one with you. So rather than reaching for that concealer to reapply throughout the day to make yourself look a little bit more awake, put a little bit of Hope in a Tube on.
I honestly believe that philosophy is, don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like you guys have become famous from your Bath and Body collections. And
especially here at QVC.
Right? And it's the way most people, I think, get into the brand. And so as a result, I almost feel like your Bath and Body sometimes eclipses the power and the heritage of your true skincare, which as chock full of science as the doctor brands, it just obviously doesn't have a doctor name, because the woman, Christina Carlino, that started Philosophy, started making dermatological grade skincare and selling that brand under another name in clinical environments and offices. And then, of course, you know, they named the company Philosophy, and they got into a greater breadth of product. But this is one of the first eye products that you guys ever came out with.
It is the first.
It's the most popular to this day.
Yep.
And again, it is a firming formula that is not just for the eyes at all. You use it around the lips to fight this, which is a big this, because, you know, I, for one,
that's
can
where
say
it is, right?
it's a lot of moving in the mouth, and the wrinkles come on hardcore fast.
Well, you know, it's interesting. There's different formulas and textures of eye creams, and people buy products for results, but also for the way that they feel. I love the emolliency of Hope in a Tube. The other thing that I love about Hope in a Tube is you don't have to sacrifice any other eye treatment that you're using. If you have a favorite eye serum from another brand or another eye cream, but you want additional hydration, just apply Hope in a Tube over top of it, or use it as your nighttime eye mask and give yourself that look of fresh, youthful, awake eyes in the morning.
Can I big call out here as we close? There are a couple things in the show that I love. I'll tell you about these over here that we don't have time to present. I think would make great gifts, or just if you're in the market for something fresh and awesome on this Spring Beauty Day. Philosophy Pure Gray Summer Surf is here. It's basically a beach and then some in a bottle. And there is this awesome trio of fragrances right now that has everything to do with basically fragrance in summer.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that you love that.
Oh gosh.
That's a good one. And guess what it goes great with? Fresh cream. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay, well.
I always got to get a little plug for that in there.
3,600 Hope in a Tubes that are for the eye and the lip in the show tonight have been spoken for on the day.
Thank you, Miss Shawn.
All right, we have a couple things to do right now. For starters, we